Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Dill and we are back here with another Madden video. Now today what we got is ranking the best defensive tackles in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. Now before we get into the video, if you are new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on the video and also subscribe if you are new. I drop daily Madden content on the channel. My end of year goal is to hit 10k subscribers. I would greatly appreciate your support. But yeah man, today defensive tackle is one where we kind of have to change the philosophy a little bit, how we look at these cards. A big part of these cards is going to be like weight and their run stopping ability too, because in my opinion, I definitely can tell a difference between say like a really big fat defensive tackle stopping the run compared to like a skinny defensive tackle. And in years past in Madden, it really hasn't mattered. Now we're going to get started right here with alualu. He's decently fast for a decent tackle. Powered up would be like 66 speed, over 300 pounds, which is good. 70 plus for a pass rush move. I think I'm gonna put him in the D tier. I don't really think he's too good, but maybe on a theme team could be good, but looking at this card right now, I just nah. So Brandon Williams right here, when I tell you this card has nothing to offer besides being 340 pounds, like that's literally it. So I'm gonna put him F tier. It's just he can't rush the passer at all. He's too slow to, even if he does go ahead and stop the run, he's too slow to make a play. Just don't run him. Michael Brockers right here, he can actually like somewhat rush the passer with like 70 pass rush moves. I think he's very much on par with alualu. So I'm just gonna go ahead and not spend a whole lot of time on. He's very similar to alualu in D tier. So we got DJ Reader, who I would say is pretty similar to Brandon Williams. Again, they just don't really have too much to offer besides being 340 pounds, which you know is fine, but they're just not really gonna make the play. And when we get to cards later who are around like the same weight and they're more athletic, you'll see like a major difference in the rankings. So we got our first sort of kind of athletic guy, daron Payne, powered up 70 speed, also 70 plus for a pass rush move. Don't have to look at his finesse move rating because it's only he only does power moves because of his traits. He's either B or C. For right now I'm gonna put him in C because I'm anticipating like we'll see a lot of better cards, but he's actually pretty good. And as I say, that Javon Hargrave right here, pretty similar to daron Payne, will be 70 speed. I don't believe he has a power up. He's gonna go ahead and be 80 plus for a pass rush move, but he's the opposite of daron Payne. He only does finesse moves because of his traits, so he's pretty solid. He should be able to somewhat make a play. Also over 300 pounds. He pretty good defensive tackle. Linval Joseph right here, I think he's sort of kind of on the same tier as daron Payne. He's like more of a run stopper than daron Payne, but I think they're pretty similar. Linval Joseph slightly better run stopper, daron Payne better a pass rusher. Quinnen Williams right here, he's decently fast, can't get over 80 for any pass rush moves, over 300 pounds, and he only does bull rush, so you only have to look at his power moves. I think he's pretty good. If he had 80 pass rush, he'd be like obviously in the B tier. Derrick Brown right here, I'm once again gonna put in the C tier. I see like why you would run him. He's a big guy. Just really is his stats wise, like block shed, power moves, all that stuff, just nothing really over that 80. He has really good strength though. I think he has the highest strength we've covered so far. Michael Pierce right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the D tier. Again, you know, he's a big guy. He great strength, decent power moves, so I'm actually gonna put him in the C tier. He's actually pretty okay. He's just okay. Nothing really too much stands out about him though. Jonathan Allen right here, he's either C or B. I'm gonna put him C just because again he's slightly slower. Maybe could be B. Gets over 80 for a pass rush move, and with his traits that's the only one you really have to look at because he doesn't really do like finesse moves and all that. So, you know what? I'm going to actually go ahead and put him in the B tier. The only thing I think he'll struggle with is actually making the play. Like, sure, he can go ahead and get off his block, but can he actually go ahead and make the play? I don't know. Now we got a card that I love. I love me some Vita. He's going in the B tier. I think being a fat defensive tackle, he is great at that. Also has pretty good pass rushing as well. And for given how big he is, isn't too bad of an athlete. I know like 63 speed isn't like, you know, like freaking Tyreek Hill out here, but I really like Vita's cards, and I always think he plays really good, and he's good in that run stopping role, so I'm gonna put him in the B tier. Maurice Hurstt right here, I'm not really too big a fan of his card. Sure, he's decently fast with 70. Also, I consider under 300 pounds for a defensive tackle undersized, so little bit undersized. I would compare him more to like defensive ends, and I don't really think he's that good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the C tier. Now I should also say, while we're on all these guys, most of them are like run stopper archetypes, and they can all get inside stuff for 2 AP as long as they're like an 84 plus overall. Sebastian Joseph Day right here, I'm actually gonna go ahead. He's either C or B. Again, you only really have to look at his power moves given his trait. He's decently fast, has 80 plus block shed, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the C tier. I think he's okay. I'd just rather have the people in this tier over him. Jamar Stephan right here, I also think he's either, I'm just gonna go ahead and put him in the D tier. I don't really think he's too good. Speed wise and pass rush wise, really not that good, but good block shed and stuff like that. I just think the pass rush is a little bit more important, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the D tier. Sheldon Rankins right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the B tier. We got a big guy that can rush the passer, powered up with 70 speed, 80 plus for one pass rush move, 70 plus for another. I think so far, probably the best pass rusher we covered. Only thing that kind of worries me is his block shed is a tad low. It's not over 80. And Barmore right here, to me, just really isn't that good. Definitely probably the worst rookie premier. I'm gonna put him C tier. Decently fast, over 300 pounds. Can't really rush the passer. He's a decent run stopper, but like, I mean, I just rather have a bunch of the defensive tackles we're gonna cover a little bit later. So I don't want to say he's slightly slept on, but this Brandon Williams heavyweight actually will someone have a role. I'm not gonna put him A tier, but I will put him B tier. He still really can't rush the passer, but what he's good at, or what he should be good at, is again being that fat defensive tackle that should be a little bit hard to move for the offensive line. Has 90 strength. First card we covered with 90 plus strength. He might be A tier. Powered up, he could get 90 block shed, but I think B tier for a run defender isn't the worst. I just think the thing he struggles with is speed and stuff. And I know I said earlier, you know, speed isn't like the most important stuff for the tackle, but he can plug the gap, but can he make the play? That's the thing, right? Like, sure, you know, it's nice to have these fat defensive tackles like hold up the D line or hold up the O line and everything, right? But if he's not making the play, there's not really a point to, you know, run him when there's people that could make the play. DeForest Buckner right here, he's either A or B. I'm gonna put him A tier. He not really too fast, not over 70 speed. He's 67 powered up. He's 6'7" though, which is pretty nice. 300 pounds, so good weight, all that. He's more of a pass rusher than a run stopper in my opinion. Now, with his stats and everything, he always has a good balance between the two, but really the only thing you have to look at is finesse moves. That's the rating that really matters on him. And also just seeing this card, playing with the card, I think he plays better than his stats sometimes, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the A tier. Now Chris Jones, I think he's kind of similar to Buckner. They both kind of do a little bit different. Like Chris Jones is more of like a power move guy. Buckner is a finesse move guy. But I think they're pretty similar. Again, I think Chris Jones, you know, isn't the fastest in the world. He's a good pass rusher, but again, he can also go ahead and stop the run. He's a big body. I think that these two cards just play really, really good. Fletcher Cox right here. Oh man, I'm gonna put him in the A tier too. I've seen this card just go absolutely crazy. He's actually decently fast with 70 speed. You really only have to look at his power moves too, because of his traits. Really, power moves is the only thing that matters. And pretty much all the people we covered so far, I haven't really gone over like abilities and stuff, because pretty much all the same. They can get like inside stuff, BOGO, unpredictable. Not really too many El Toros right now. But Fletcher Cox is very, very good. And again, he can do a nice job of stopping the run and also rushing the passer. Kenny Clark right here, he can go ahead and get 80 power moves powered up, decently fast. I'm gonna say B tier. He's not really like the best, not really the worst. He's pretty. Linval Joseph right here, he's basically an upgraded version of Brandon Williams, so I'm gonna put him in the A tier. Now, he can't really rush the passer too good, but he's probably the best run stopper in the game. So I think that's going to go ahead and be good enough for the A tier right now. Definitely someone who could move down once we do get like a bunch of really, really good that can do like everything. Quinnen Williams right here, I'm actually going to put him in the A tier. I've just gone up against this card so many times. He's a nice cheap option. Only thing that really kind of worries me about him is his finesse moves is a little bit low, and his traits, it's like you do have to look at his finesse moves because of his traits. Decently fast, good power moves, good weight. He's all around very, very good. And I like just his superstar card. You don't even really have to power him up, can get inside stuff. And we got our first card that's just absolutely just better than everyone, Warren Sapp. powered up elite 72 speed. Now if they really want to make this card very, very good, they could have gave him 90 plus finesse moves and also power moves. Can only get 90 plus power moves powered up. Has great traits. You know, he's an athlete at defensive tackle. He's over 300 pounds. Literally just everything you would want in a defensive tackle, he has it. He's just the best in the game by far right now. Can get things like El Toro, like he can get the best abilities. He is not really the fastest, but he's one of the fastest. Best pass rush stats, best block shed, just everything you could ever want. Warren Sapp has it. Now we got Vita vitamins right here. I'm gonna go ahead. Now people might disagree with me, but I'm actually gonna put this card S tier. I just love his cards. He's a fat defensive tackle. He can actually really rush the passer though. He has high 80s for his power moves, and given his traits, all you have to do is look at his power moves. His finesse move rating doesn't really matter. He's like an athletic run stopper. He's like a better version, in my opinion, of linval Joseph. Again, he's that fat defensive tackle that'll plug the run, but can also make the plays. So that is why he is S tier for me. And yeah, boys, that's pretty much gonna do it for this defensive tackle tier list. Let me know down in the comments who you think should move up, who you think should move down. If you did enjoy this video, you stayed to the end, you enjoy the content on the channel, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on the video and also subscribe. I appreciate y'all clicking on to the video. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. But other than that, man, has been your boy Dill, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.